Hey guys, welcome to Atari Series 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends Vintage Series Wave 2 Ant-Man. So this is pretty cool. We got a nice clear view of him in box, which is really awesome. And back here we have the Ant-Man logo. We have kind of like the stars, and you can see the comic book stuff. You know, basically a whole bunch of kind of homage to Toy Biz. Really cool that they did that. Love that. And then over here on the side we got this really cool artwork of Ant-Man and Wasp. I've always wanted a classic comic book Ant-Man figure, and most of the ones that they made, they actually haven't made a lot of them because Ant-Man's kind of an obscure character, at least till the movie came out anyways. But yeah, a lot of the ones they made, the ones that they actually did made were kind of rare, so it's kind of cool to have one and finally get comic book Ant-Man. So glad they finally made him. Pretty neat. Back here we have the logo, a bio for Ant-Man, again the picture, which is cool, and the other characters available, and you can see it definitely looks like something that would have came out of the 90s, so really cool. And yeah, let's open this up. So here we have comic book Ant-Man, and as you can see, he's really cool. The helmet is really nice. I like the designs on it. It's all silver. He got his antennas up there, which are pretty cool. And I like the designs on his face. You can see his eyes. They have a nice color there. And then you can see his mouth. Pretty cool. And the rest of his helmet's just kind of plain silver. You do have this line that goes down it and some detailings there. And then you can see his suit with the symbol for the PIM kind of particles. Kind of cool. Kind of neat. Like how they included that there. Yeah, pretty cool. And then you got his belt, which is awesome, and then you have the blue gloves. I love the blue gloves. The blue gloves were really cool, and I like how they also go up against the arm, but kind of like have little edges there. I've always really liked that about the costume, so it's something that's kind of cool to see on this. And yeah, definitely did a really good job with this comic book Ant-Man, and I love the colors on this too. He's like a bright red and a bright blue, just really cool, really awesome. And then you got the blue on the feet too. So yeah, in terms of articulation, you got a 360 at the head. You can look up and down. You got 360 at the arms, and they're like on those butterfly joints, which is pretty cool, so you can kind of do like that, and they swing out the shoulder. You have 360 there, double jointed elbows, 360 at the wrist, and they're on hinges. 360 at the torso. There's an ab crunch. The legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. You have a 360 at the thigh, double jointed knees, and the feet are on ankle rockers. So really good in terms of articulation. And really quickly, here's a comparison with the Walgreens exclusive Eric O'Grady Black Ant. And as you can see, it kind of looks like they repainted this one for the new one, but since this was basically the perfect mold for comic book Ant-Man, I really don't mind the repaint, and I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, they definitely did a good job with this one. And also, really quickly, lastly, here's a comparison with the MCU Scott Lang Ant-Man from the Ant-Man and the Wasp Call Obsidian series. So yeah, you can see definitely some changes there, pretty neat. And lastly, looking at the accessories, so kind of cool. They included a miniature Wasp, and when you buy the 6-inch scale Wasp figure, you get a miniature Ant-Man. So on one hand, that's kind of a little weird that you have to buy both to get both, but at the same time, it's kind of cool and changes up the accessories. And I'm really glad that they did miniatures with these because, you know, they didn't do anything for the Call Obsidian series. Like, they only released like the 6-inch instead of doing the shrunken down ones. So it's really cool that this year we are still getting some versions of the miniatures, and I think the detail on this is pretty good. You can see the hair and the gloves and the detail on the suit, but my favorite part is the wings. If you look at the wings, they actually have kind of like this pinkish purple going around them, and the Wasp figure in the 6-inch scale also has this on the wings, so it's a really, really nice detail that they're following with that, and I think it's really cool. So overall, I think this is really neat. You get Ant-Man, you get a miniature Wasp, kind of like Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of together, which is cool, in kind of one package. And yeah, this is really cool. Thanks for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.